that you presented in your personal data sheet of the seminars that you've attended, also in the symposia that you have participated in. And except for two, which you participated in 1982, which is on the rulemaking of administrative agencies, and as a participant and a speaker for the opportunities and challenges of managing a law firm in just last April. The rest were all on banking, commerce, and taxation. How will you remedy the fact that perhaps with respect to other aspects of the administration of justice when it comes to criminal cases and to civil cases, what have you done to augment perhaps the lack of focus on these aspects of administration in your career?
Well, to be a trial lawyer is not necessarily a guarantee that you'll make a good justice. In fact, there are lawyers from our firm who became justices of the Supreme Court. And I could cite Justice Florentino Pipi Luciano, who was a corporate lawyer in my mold, and he became a good justice of the Supreme Court. Justice Sereno is also was a former associate of our firm, and she was not a trial lawyer. The acting Chief Justice was a corporate lawyer before he became a justice of the Supreme Court.
Well, I guess perhaps the challenge is becoming the next Chief Justice because there is so much that is expected of him, and therefore, if he does not have the skills required for the work, then perhaps we may still face the same problems plaguing our courts today. Now,
I have already mentioned, ma'am, that what I do in CSIP Salazar is similar to what the Chief Justice does. And I've reached the point in my career that I am willing, ready, and able to do full-time public service.
Thank you. You are in your 60s.
I'm 61 years old.
Did it ever occur to you in the past to render public service?
Yes. In fact, every Saturday I teach at the College of Law of the UP.
Could you tell us what subjects you teach?
It's banking and finance, and then I taught for some time corporation law, legal ethics.
There is a constant clamor for our justice system to address the needs of the underprivileged. What reforms would you propose in order to meet this demand?
I am in favor of making the courts more accessible to litigants. I think that the filing fees are quite very high, and I'm in favor of reducing the filing fees. But in order to recoup losses possible from the reduction of legal fees, I would work for the increase in the share of the judiciary in the national budget. I understand that it is only 1%, and I'm surprised why that is too low. For a third branch of the government to be given only 1% of the national budget is, I think, is scandalous.
In the choice of perhaps your legal team in the Office of the Chief Justice, what would be the qualities that you would look for in law clerks?
I would nurture and sustain integrity and excellence. I think those two qualities would serve our justice system very well. And by the way, those are the values, the core values. They are the cornerstone of CSIP Salazar Hernandez and Gemaitan.
My final question, Attorney Morales.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you want to become the Chief Justice?
I'm not saying that the incumbent justices of the Supreme Court are not competent. However, we have reached a point in our history that an outsider should be given the opportunity to provide fresh and impartial approach to the judicial process. we have seen that the impeachment proceedings have eroded the dignity and credibility of the Supreme Court. It is time to restore that credibility, and the first step that should be taken by the President is to appoint an outsider as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. I bring with me 37 years of legal practice from the largest and the leading law firm in the Philippines. I also bring the perspective of an academic, having taught at the College of Law for almost 15 years. And I also bring along with me the managerial skills that I have experience as managing partner of CC Salazar and as former president of the Inter-Pacific Bar Association.
Thank you, Attorney Morales.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Attorney Mejia.
Thank you, Justice Peralta. Good morning po,
Good morning.
Attorney Morales. I could see from your personal data sheet that you've been exposed to practice of law in foreign jurisdictions. No? What best practices have you learned or observed that you think you could introduce to our judicial system?
It is the ability to respond to clients in 24 hours. The promptitude with which one should take care of legal matters, which is not strictly observed in our court system.
We've been hearing about judicial reforms since we started yesterday. What to you is the real objective of judicial reforms?
I think the real objective is to provide justice, speedy justice to the people.
I also saw from your trainings and your area of expertise that you lecture and you do taxation work.
Partly, yes.
Maybe I'll take advantage of this opportunity to ask you, what is your assessment of our taxation system? We learned from law school that one of the characteristics of an ideal taxation system is that there must be theoretical justice. Is our present system in keeping with that yardstick?
I think that we should adopt the standard deduction so that you limit the discretion of the examiners when they examine or make assessment of taxpayers.
So you're suggesting that we revert, for example, to the system of gross income taxation?
Yes, something like that.
As my final question po, should you be appointed as Chief Justice, can you give us an idea of your work ethic as such Chief Justice?
I do work very diligently for the past 37 years. It is precisely the excellence which is a cornerstone in our law firm that over the 37 years of legal practice has propelled me to what I am now in my law firm. You know. It's diligence, promptitude, and reasoned legal opinions.
Thank you, Attorney Morales. Thank you, Justice Peralta. That will be all. Good luck po.
Justice Lagman, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Attorney Morales, good morning.
Good morning.
You stated earlier that if you will be the next Chief Justice, you will provide real justice to our people. Can you please explain what you mean by real justice?
Well, it is whenever there is a case pending, it is the duty of a judge to dispose of it speedily.
Yes.
As the saying goes, justice delayed is justice denied.
Yes.
That way, people would have, redress of grievances And I think speedy disposition of cases is a must so that the people's confidence in the justice